Hair dude!
You are admirably persistent, Princess Gloria. But I am afraid you have wasted your time. The Wind Crystal's power has already been put to use. And what a use! Behold, the future made real. A vessel that soars through the very skies. A vessel by whose power I shall unite the world. People speak of harmony and cooperation. These are but foolish dreams. True peace cannot be achieved by means of such fanciful nonsense. How little it took to sow chaos among your precious peaceful realms. Give each a crystal and all soon falls apart. Soon, you would have been at one another's throats again. War was an inevitability. Why not then look to one with true strength? One who can unite the world and establish a lasting peace.
What good is a peace won using military force and underhanded deception? And what use is it if someone more powerful comes along? In exhausting the power of the Wind Crystal, you have brought the Knight's Nexus's awakening even closer. Do you understand what that means?
It means that there will simply be another for me to crush beneath my boot.
You poor fool.
Aye, you're a fool alright, and an arrogant one at that. Reckon someone needs to put you in your place.
I'll second that. Anyone who starts a war in order to stop more war needs some sense beating into them.
As long as we're still standing, we'll never let you win.
Your reign of terror ends here.
Alright, is this it? Is this Adam? Alright. Let's see if I can finish this fight in like 20 minutes, because that's all the time I have today. Otherwise I'm going to have to pause the game and pick it up another time. Which, is always a little bit awkward. So you're going to start off the battle with, did you absorb Holy there? You're going to start off the battle by doing 2,000 damage to Gloria's face. I would appreciate it if you didn't. Although, if I recall, the first time around, that was just like an instant KO the first time I fought you. So we've come a little way since then. Alright. Gloria can have heal. Someone, probably Adele, is going to try and scan you with a magnifying glass, because I want an HP bar. You have 100,000 HP, and default guard. What was that? Boy, Gloria did a fair amount of HP to him as a counterattack, did she? He's missing like 6,000. Against my better judgment, we're playing this game. Okay, so it looks like you gain HP when you default. Is that what that is? I like that ability to heal on default. Yeah, use that particulate sword on me. I don't care. Alright, you're just weak to axes. You're not weak to any particular element. I guess I can switch my weapons out to axes, like, mid-fight, right? That's a thing I can do. Elvis is gonna keep defaulting. You are... I don't have any spirit magic that I really like to use on someone who isn't weak to Holy or something like that. So I think we're gonna do the old Adele special, and that's gonna look a lot like buffing my attack for 3 turns, and then buffing my defense for 1. And then Gloria's gonna switch on over to axes so that she can do a little bit more damage to Adam. And then we'll go from there. If I can get away with items, we're gonna take the Celtic spear and change it to... Oh, I can throw it. I've completely forgot that that's the thing that you're allowed to do in this game. Let's switch this out to the Elastor. That's gonna lower my physical attack by a lot. If I were to equip a second, alright, that's dual wielding axes isn't really gonna be advantageous. That said, the amount of attack points that I lose by doing that is so many that I think it might actually be, even though you're weak to axes, I think it might actually be better to just stay with the spear. Okay, and guardianship. I'm just gonna stab you. How about? Alright, 4,000 damage. Yes, stabbing you is a good idea. Stabbing you works. Sapphire Blades, ow. Is that a retaliation move? Deal with the devil? Okay. My thoughts exactly.
Spirits, aid me.
My time has not yet come.
The fact that he can cure himself by defaulting, or at least I think that's what he's doing. The fact that he can cure himself by defaulting is a little concerning. I think I'm gonna have Elvis. What does the deal with the devil move do? I remember in the final bosses of the other Bravely games, there were a couple moves that they liked to use that didn't really telegraph what they actually did. And I feel like deal with the devil is something that I'm gonna want to pay attention to, but I don't know what it does, because it doesn't look like it's triggering on anything in particular, or I guess now's as good a time as any. It doesn't look like it's triggering on any particular effect. It's not giving me any moves that tells me that I have to strike down any of my party members within a certain number of times, otherwise it's instant game over. Oh my god, 12,000 HP of restoration. That's a lot. Elvis is up, like, healed max, 9999, thanks to his one ability. Gloria, guardianship. We're just gonna stab you a couple times. That's gonna do, like, a lot of damage. Alright, 12,000 we're looking at. If I can score a critical, that'll be even better. No criticals, but I'll take it. You're gonna default. I'm gonna wait a little while so that we can maybe hit through your defaults. Elvis is gonna take 1111 damage on the dot. And,
Won't stop with me.
alright, Adele.
Here I go.
Adele, wait on standby. Let's see, you're gonna keep defaulting.
Must not have
And Gloria's also gonna default. Elvis, we're gonna defend the people, and I have Shell Split, which he's defaulting. I don't know if he's gonna counter me if I hit him when he's defaulting or anything, but I'd like to lower his defense a little. He's vulnerable to axes. I probably should be using Elvis a little bit more. 2, 3. I don't remember if that was 3 or 4 hits. Oh, is he damaging himself there? Is that why he's taking damage? Am I just gonna have to wait him out?
Perhaps you are not complete.
Why do they always have to start talking right a couple seconds before the music wears off?
I seem to remember you cowering behind Sloan rather than face me. Of
Yes, that anime battle.
course, you do not have a hope of defeating me. No. You are destined to become yet another footnote in the story of Horograd's inexorable rise. Now die!
That doesn't sound like fighting for peace.
Now you've made me mad.
Okay. Well, he's done as much damage to himself as any of us have done to him. What with his like hurt myself move, whatever it is. Let's bring my white mage back, because I like it when my white mage has health. That did 0 damage to Adele. Okay. Is that one of the elements that I'm immune to? I absorbed that one. Thanks, buddy. There's a couple elements that I absorbed. That might have been like lightning or something. But I can always play with your elements, so I can make you impaired to like fire or something like that. I can impair you to light. Gloria's got some light attacks. And then we can give Elvis light as well, so you can maybe hopefully do a little bit of damage to you. What with same type attack bonus and that sort of thing. So you're gonna Elemental Blades. That did nothing to me, and that did 7,000 to you. I think I thank you for that. I guess it looks like equipping elemental resistances before this fight was a wise move after all. Adele took that one nicely. Gloria could have taken that one worse. Yeah, keep targeting Adele. Alright. Alright, we're going big here. Okay, you can counter my buffing moves. Please don't do that more than like one more time, please. And alright, I at least got these off. Or at least counter with one of the moves that I'm immune to. I like it when you counter with moves that I'm immune to. It really makes my job easier when you counter with moves that I'm immune to. Okay, Elvis. I think Elvis has an ability that lets him hit through defaulting. So I'm gonna use my special here. See how much this does. Tyrant's Lore. Boy, you really can feel the you really can feel the impact of that one, can't you? Well, with the animation, the way it looks like he's just swinging that mighty axe. Okay, those are gonna land on Adele. Those are gonna do no damage to Adele. Gloria's gonna wait. I don't know how much longer this attack buff is gonna last. Okay. Ah, not good. Not good. You gained a BP from that, I guess, and the solar power. Minus strike. It's just getting Gloria ready to attack, too.
Hey, you okay?
You're not still weak to... Alright, I have a Rise. And I have Elemental Impairment for Light. And I'd really like Gloria to get to move soon so that she can use a special and so that she can continue the music. Because I think we're getting down to the end of the music. And you're defaulting. Alright, whatever. Default. See what I care. Alright, Templar. I haven't seen the Templar special yet. Was she saying 2 lines at once? And that is a Hyper Beam from multiple angles. Okay. I do not have the ability that allows me to hit through defense, but that was still 3,000 damage almost. And Elvis can wait. You are going to default again. The longer you do this, the more nervous I get. Dreadblade. That did 1 damage to me, I think I saw? Alright, cool. Adele's got this too. I used that Holy Mist Spirit Master move once. Oh god, here we go. I used that once in one of the battles, like in the middle of nowhere, but I there goes the healer. I didn't leave it in. It wasn't like anything super special. It didn't, or at least the animation was cool, but see how many of these I can get off. It didn't do anything like noteworthy, and I didn't feel the need to cut away and cut back. Okay, so you're gonna counter these. You're gonna counter for 1,000 damage, but I'm gonna dish out 4. Thank you. Okay, you countered 3 out of those 4. That was rather annoying, but
I have toyed with you long enough.
that's what they all say.
I grow bored.
I'm not sure if bored is the word I'd use. Is this gonna be like a forced story taking over point?
I must go forth and show the world the might of my beautiful flying machine.
Okay, that did 0 damage. That's probably also gonna do 0 damage because I have the shield that allows me to absorb the wind moves or whatever. Music wore off again. Once again, he insists on continuing his speech after the music wears off, and wasting my chances to go and continue the music with another special move. But that's okay, because you know what? We can keep going. You're gonna minus strike. That's the one that... Did you see that? 40,000 damage? That's a little overkill, you think? We're moving. You're down to 36. I don't think Elvis has gotten to use his Berserker move once in this battle so far. Alright. I learned a rise recently, so I'm gonna use that. A rise is basically, it costs a lot of MP, but it's basically worth 1 raise plus 1 Cura. And is that Dread? That is Dread. Adele can no longer default for a couple turns. Does that also make it so that she can't gain BP? Anyway, I'll use a rise because it saves me a turn. I feel like summoning animals. One... No, we're not going to capture you. One can be... Orc Lord. One can be... Kagetsuchi, because I want to see how much damage that does when there's only one target. And one can be off the chain... Megalodoth. Massacre, that sounds like a fun move. That's the bear. Alright, that's 2,500. This suit of armor, this floating suit of armor is 2,800, so the floating suit of armor is slightly better. And the bear is a lot. Okay. I might do this to... I might do this to end the battle quickly. Because, again, I've got like 10 minutes left of Bravely Default 2 time today. And I'd like to get to the end of the battle within that time. But... Alright, this may be a little bit ill-advised, but we're gonna defend the people, and then we'll, You take damage from axes, we can double damage you. Double damage, double damage, double damage. And you're probably gonna counter that at least once, but in the meantime, 5,000 damage, 5,000 damage... 3,000 damage. Death Storm. That sounds interesting. Ooh, there goes the White Mage. Ooh, there goes Gloria. Is that plot or is that... That's free revive. Cool, that's a good ability. Alright, that's not plot. If I didn't have that ability that revives everybody when I go down, the self-sacrifice ability, then that would have that would have been game, but I think I have Benishra. I can use that. You're at -3, by the way. I can use Benishra a couple times, and that may be enough. 1,000. As long as you don't counter magic. 1,000. You did counter magic. Screw you. And is this gonna do it? Good game, sir. Alright, level 9 Bastion, level 10 Berserker, level 9 Spirit Master. That is possibly the fastest boss battle I've had in this entire game. 666 JP, that can't be a coincidence. 4,440 experience, 1,540 pigs, and I'm sure we'll be getting an asterisk of some sort. That's a gold hairpin, as an item that I get as a reward? Okay. That's the secret to your awesome hairdo, I suppose. Okay, Hellblade. Hellblade specializes in attacks against multiple targets and are often willing to sacrifice themselves, I've noticed, in order to maximize the damage done. Abilities. Ruby Blades expend 25% of the user's max HP in order to perform 3 powerful fire-imbued physical attacks on a target at regular intervals. Okay, Sapphire Blades. That sounds like water. That is indeed basically the same thing for water. Alright, that battle was over in less than 20 minutes. Adam, what gives?
Why does no one understand? The world will fall into chaos without my intervention. You truly do not see this?
All I see are the same tired old justifications of 1,000 petty despots. What of the wishes and interests of ordinary people? It is consideration for others that breeds obedience and respect, not domination by others. But perhaps that makes no sense to one who only understands the way of the sword.
You.
The crystal is mine, and you will return it to me.
That might be a bit of a problem, actually.
I love how she delivered that line.
What are you?
That might be a bit of a problem, actually.
The crystal's power! It's...
I'm afraid I can't let you take it until I've drained every last drop.
I knew you were involved.
but I didn't want to believe it. My own sister.
It's been a while, Adele. How are things?
Why are you doing this, Edna?
You know why? Because the humans have to suffer for what they did. And they made it so easy, too. I just took the asterisks from the village, passed a few around, and before you know it, they're stealing the crystals. After that, well, you know the rest. Uh-oh. I'm not so sure this thing will be staying in the air much longer. Guess I'll see you around, Adele. If you get out of here alive, that is. I mean, I'm sure you will. You're a fairy after all. Your friends, though? I'm not so sure. Edna!
Oh no! This is not good!
Fear not, children of men.
That voice! Gwydion? No, it can't be.
Willem! Need a hand, you lot?
Martha!
Come, quickly. Onto my back, if you please.
All right. Gloria?
All right.
So this is how it ends.
For God's sake, just grab him by the hair and drag him onto the dragon. We don't have time for this.
Damn you! You saved me?
No, you misunderstand. I do not wish you to die just yet. That is all. Events are now likely to unfold as Edna intends. You must stop her. This is how you will repay me for crushing my ambitions. Now go, hero of light. Do my bidding. And so, I depart this bleak, black world. Heroes of light, indeed. You are welcome to it.
The Wind Crystal has been obtained. Jeez, what's Adam doing becoming a supervillain? He could have been a poet or something instead.
Thanks, Gwillem. I thought we were done for. I can't believe how big you've grown.
Dragons and humans are not the same. The wisdom accumulated by dragonkind over the millennia is now mine. It is a source of nourishment greater than any feast. It is a gift granted to all those who watch over Rheindal. The gift of growth, of completion.
Whoa. What's happening?
Now that the power of the crystals has weakened, the Knight's Nexus is stirring. We must hurry. Come, let us descend.
Alright, here we go, Chapter 5. This is where the real game begins. Twin Ages.
Gwillem, you're hurt.
It is nothing. A piece of the flying machine grazed one of my wings, is all.
That's no grace. It looks bad. Let's get you seen to, Gwillem. You've done your bit.
Thank you, Martha. But there is one more thing first. I must tell you of the Knight's Nexus. It features heavily in the memories of my kind. There can be only one Lord of Dragons, as you know. When one dies, the next inherits the knowledge of their predecessor, of all their predecessors. That knowledge now dwells within me, and I would pass it on to you. Many centuries ago, in the time before the rift between humans and fairies arose, there was a sacred spring. From that spring, true knowledge flowed. In time, there appeared one who hungered to make that knowledge theirs, and theirs alone. One who would come to be known as the Knight's Nexus. But it was not merely knowledge that the Nexus craved. No, it craved much more than that. It wished to consume all things, living or otherwise. Animals died, plants withered, the seas and the skies lost their color. Humans and fairies could do nothing but await certain destruction. But then the light of salvation shone forth. 4 heroes were chosen by the crystals and tasked with saving the world. They did battle with the Nexus and emerged victorious, but the Nexus could not be destroyed. Instead, the power of the crystals was used to seal it away. Peace returned to the land. But in such times as the crystal's power weakens, the Nexus threatens to rise again. And in such times, only the restoration of the crystal's power may deliver us from peril.
Maintaining the crystal's power was the sacred duty of the House of Musa. We have carried out the ceremony by means of which it is restored every 200 years since time immemorial. But the crystals were stolen, and their power has since been drained. It will soon be depleted entirely. It must be replenished before it is too late. We must return to the crystal's resting place.
Then climb atop my back. Let us make
You're not going anywhere. Not with your wing like that.
Adele is right. You must rest, Gwillem.
Forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. Without your help, we would not have been able to recover the crystals at all. There is a path, hidden behind a certain waterfall in Halcyonia. If we take it, we can be a Musa before too long. Come along, everyone.
Okay, we're finally going to Musa.
Oh, I can hear you. Oh, yes, I can hear you. It'll be time for you to wake up soon. And when you do, we can finally get rid of all the horrible humans. So what if it gets rid of everything else as well? I've never liked this world. The sooner it's all gone, the better.
Despicable.
Oh, it is, isn't it? All of it. All of them! Which is why we're going to get rid of them! Every last one! Such a pretty color! I can't wait to watch it all come crashing down!
Alright, I feel like in every Bravely Default game I play, there is a particular character in every, like, important scene that just completely ruins the atmosphere and makes it much, much harder to take the whole thing seriously. And on Bravely Default 1, it was when Agnes delivered her, like, signature unacceptable line, and she was wearing, like, the ranger costume, and I clipped that and posted it on the internet as one of those dumb, like, YouTube reaction clip things, and, people were quick to point out that basically, Anya was wearing the fursuit during that scene, or whatever they called it, whatever the internet likes to call it. Made it a little bit more comedic than maybe it was supposed to be. In Bravely Default 2, and in Bravely 2nd, there was, Tiz was wearing the bath cloth suit. What was it? The towel? Because I thought that was funny for, like, the entire second half of the game, and he was wearing that during the final cutscene, and that made that scene much harder to take seriously. And this time around, it's this guy. Elvis wearing the Berserker, and he's got the bear skin thing on sitting on his head during that, like, dragon flight while we're escaping the burning airship and whatever. And character costumes are the best part of video games sometimes. I need to stop playing video games today, unfortunately. I gotta run. Can I save my game? Can I come back to this later?